Good morning and welcome to our daily devotional from Pilgrim Congregational Church. I'm Patrick Horn. Very glad to have you with us on this Tuesday morning, December the 9th, 2025, as we approach the third Sunday in Advent. And we are this Advent season studying the passages from the book of Isaiah that have been prophetically linked to the story of the birth of Jesus the Christ. And this morning and this week we are in Isaiah chapter 35. And I'm going to have us take a close look at verses 1 and 2 of Isaiah 35. This is a chapter that is clearly very heavily influenced by the Babylonian exile, that is, that the people of Jerusalem have been exiled to Babylon, and probably now for several decades. And there is in this passage an expression of hope for a return, and there is a desert separating the exiles in Babylon from their homeland of Jerusalem and Judah. And the vision here is one in which the desert blossoms and welcomes them in their return to Zion, or at least the preparation for their return. So this is verses 1 and 2 of Isaiah 35. The wilderness and the dry land shall be glad. The desert shall rejoice and blossom like the crocus. It shall blossom abundantly and rejoice with joy and shouting. The glory of Lebanon shall be given to it, the majesty of Carmel and Sharon. They shall see the glory of the Lord, the majesty of our God. So we have a vision here of abundance, of beauty, of a desert that is blossoming and rejoicing, flowers rejoicing, flowers that are shouting even. And there are these elements of the land around Palestine, Lebanon, Carmel, and Sharon, the plains of Sharon. These are all associated, the Lebanon with big, beautiful, tall trees, and Carmel and Sharon with rolling plains and hills that are rich in grasses and fertile for agricultural development. And this vision is one in which Judah is returned to its glory, and it has all of these beautiful things about it, like these other areas around them, Lebanon, Carmel, and Sharon or Sharon. And the vision is that all of this will point to the glory of the Lord, to the majesty of our God. There's always, I think, a connection between the difficult, the difficulties here, this vision of a physical, social, political reality on the one hand, and the recognition that these things may not happen in the way that we expect, that we have to be open to other possibilities. And I think that's what this vision entails, that we must be open to possibilities, to the possibilities of a desert blooming, of a flower shouting, of even wilderness and desert places around Jerusalem becoming like filled with the trees of Lebanon and the green pastures of Sharon. This is a vision that informs how we live in relationship to the world, and to people around us. And this is what needs to be held up, not so much a Disney type magical change in the scenery, although that can be part of it, but the main focus here is on what it means for the Lord to have glory for God, for the majesty of God to be seen. Let's close with this word of prayer from W.E. Orchard. Out of the depths have we cried unto thee, O God. O God, hear our prayer. Our desperate need of thee is mocked by our faint and feeble petitions. Hearken not to the words of our lips, disciplined by such fatal habit to conceal ourselves, but consider our travail of soul and listen to the groanings that cannot be uttered. When we have dared to descend within, the depths make us afraid, and we dread to know ourselves. Passions sleep within, which any wandering breeze might stir to a storm, and we would be overwhelmed beneath its waves. Surely this cannot be who we are, for this is what we are afraid of. Deep within us we have caught a glimpse of smiling seas which mirror the beauty of the sky, while they themselves are dark and scary. Strange self-deceptions make us crave for comfort while we sing of sacrifice. We pretend to love thee at times, but love more our ambition, and we have praise for the hollow word. If this should be ourselves, all hope for us is gone. Thou canst not love what we can only hate. Yet deeper still, O God, lies hunger for thyself, and this must be of thee. Yet we fear this most of all. If this should pass our power to bear, we might be swept beyond our studied selfishness, our calculating prudence, and never be the same again. Out of such depths we cry unto thee, O God. Come quickly. Amen. Thank you for joining me this morning from Pilgrim Congregational Church. I'm Patrick Horn, and I hope that you have a very good day. Goodbye.